Hello there, beautiful human. How are you doing? I hope you're really, really well. It's been a little while since we've sat together and had a coffee. So I thought I would just pop up for a little while and just say hello to you, really, more than anything. And yeah, second cup of coffee, but this is a decaf. I shouldn't really, I know, being kind of so healthy, but also working on my vata so much, just to kind of keep things lovely and steady. If you're having any anxiety and difficult stuff going on at the minute, not sleeping, darkness, depression, stuff like that, have a look at your vata dosha, or your kind of there might be a vata imbalance, and have a look at what you can do with that. Some wonderful, simple things we can do that actually really, really work around that. But I'm not here in aryuvedic capacity. Just wanted to say hi to you, really, and I just want to say thank you for so many comments and likes and new follows and things like that. I don't post very much, once a month at best on here, and we've gone over 9,000 subscribers now, so 10 will come. It was going very, very fast for a while. I think YouTube was recommending Do Not Love Half Lovers a lot on its recommendations page. That's died down now to much less, as it would over time. I'm sorry if you can hear voices from outside. There's some new people moving in across the way, so the removal men are around. Yeah, and I'm just grateful, and there's it's funny because there's just kind of so many kind of debates and comments and sort of opinions within kind of the comments for that one poem, which I don't know if any of you can help, but I want to replace the audio of it with a kind of a cleaner version, not re-recorded or anything, but I've kind of cleaned it up. I've got some professional audio cleaning software, and I've recently kind of recut and remastered it, taking out a lot of the mouth clicks and things like that, but I cannot for the life of me figure out how to replace the soundtrack of a video. So if any of you know how to do that, then please comment down below or kind of point me to a video that can help me understand how to do that. I can't find a way around it, because it wouldn't change fundamentally the nature of the video. It would just be a better soundtrack. But yeah, it's just really interesting seeing all these sort of comments and thoughts and things like that, and I'm grateful for every single one. I keep comment moderation on just in case of crazies, but I let nearly everything go through, quite honestly, because I'm just grateful for any interaction. It's just wonderful. And then I posted something the other day because I was saying on Saturday the 19th that it was kind of like my 6th birthday, as it were, even though I'm kind of the age that I am, because it was the anniversary of my kind of death experience. I died in a government hospital in India, not because of India, by the way, in 2014, but because of a huge infection that I had that I didn't know that I had, that kind of, excuse me, wiped out my liver and, this abscess that burst inside me and just completely did me in. And without going into that too much, really, because it's not something that's easy to convey or talk about. And then words just don't kind of carry it, The thing that I've been thinking about since Saturday is how important it is to face our deaths, because that's what you're given at a time like that. I was told the evening before that I wouldn't be here the next day, and so we have a choice in how we deal with our lives in those last hours. Do we wish our lives away, if only this and if only that? Or do we be present in the moment that we have? Because even when you've told you've got less than 24 hours to live, you still don't know when you're going to die. It's going to be sudden when you go. And so every moment of life that we have is our life. And, it doesn't matter now, I'm healthy and well, So I might imagine I've got 30 years, 40 years, something like that. But I might not. It might be the next second. And I don't want to be morose about that, because it's not a morose thing. Rather, I want to find the joy in that. I want to find the peace in that, the presence in it, the love in it. And if that's what we have, then I may as well connect to you with love. I may as well be in my soul, and even though I don't know you, we may as well meet at that level. Because when we do, we know that we're loved. We know that we're loved from something that's not created, something that just is. We might use the God word. And because of that knowing, rather than a belief or a thinking, we don't have to hang on to things in the same way. We don't need to try and control each other in the same way. We don't need to kind of push for my version is right and your version is wrong. But we don't come to a place of agreeing in some miserable way that is just kind of like a level of mediocrity and misery, which is kind of, what 2020 looks like to these eyes. Mediocrity and misery in the kind of expression of kind of, our global take on the world. Because when that love is there and our awareness is there, then we choose better. We choose things that kind of flower with life, and we choose to relate to each other in that way, ways that flower with life. I've never put it that way before, but that's it, I want to say thank you to Surya, Melat, Peter and Tene, who commented on that little post. It was just in the kind of community post thing, just a picture saying, today would be my 6th birthday. And another thought from that is just, if you did know it was your end, I'm sure most people would give anything for one more minute. Surely the way that people go at greed and trying to kind of hoard to themselves is because they think that they can somehow get enough to live a minute longer, or kind of keep going a bit longer, or something like that, that they will be all right. We look for security, and we do need human levels of security, We do need homes, we do need love, we do need belonging, we do need trust, we do need representation, we do need to be seen, we do need expression, we do need art, we do need work, because those are human aspects, and the human being needs to express, the soul expresses through our humanity, not despite it. And to have, I don't know how many days, 6 more years have been, but to have been away, as I call it, I went away and I came back. It was only 5 minutes. Not every day has been a blessing. I'm supposed to say every day has been a blessing, but isn't and wasn't. It's still hard, and I'm still human, and I might feel God or my soul or whatever you want to call it very clearly, and I access love very easily within myself because I don't have some basic fear that I used to have. But it's tough being human. It's tough being here. And for a while, I wanted to still be in the other place. And but now I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here. Things had started shifting, in the 2 years before that, because I was meeting my spiritual practice in a really meaningful way. And I'd worked a lot on healing and getting through old generational conditioning and what we sometimes call these days the pain body, but I don't like that word. I prefer the original word vasana much better, a deeply worn groove into which everything runs. It's much more accurate. And learning just to be human and open and properly here is just has been a real lesson, you know. It, like as I say, it started before the death experience, but the death experience felt like a kind of, I don't want to say, it's not completion, but it felt like an ending of that growth cycle. That's not right. It was the last part of something, and now it's a different time and there's more parts. You know, when we use words like awakening, it sounds like a kind of final thing, but actually what is really important to know is that it continues. You know, it's that, like that line from the Heart Sutra, the final mantra from the Heart Sutra, Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhisvaha. You know, I'm not a Buddhist, but I love the Heart Sutra. I also love the Sing Sing Ming, which is a Zen text. But Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhisvaha usually is translated as always becoming, always becoming, always becoming Buddha. But actually, it could just as well say awakening continues and continues and continues, and there's always more of it. So if we give up looking for an end and we are here for real, fully in our humanity, and we start to have that sensation of knowing that we're loved rather than a belief or a trying to convince of ourselves or a trying to be mindful or a trying to be present. And then we meet each other in that way, then we can really do something, can't we? Yeah, we can. Bless you. Thank you for listening. I have no idea if there was anything in that in terms of a message or anything, but I'm just grateful for you, grateful for your presence, grateful for the connections and the comments and, you know, all the loveliness that you bring. So thank you for being with me. Thank you for any of you who've sat with me in meditation. Thank you for all of those of you who kind of pop me notes and messages. We have a PO box now, actually. So you know, you're more than welcome to send physical mail and things, and I'll try and write back from time to time. It's hard keeping up with all the messages, but sometimes it takes months to get round to reply to somebody, but I do my best, you know. It's funny, you know, I think of lovely Ringo Starr from the Beatles, not that I'm famous in any way, and he's still kind of replying to fan mail 60 years later that he received in the 60s, you know, kind of thing. And every day he spends an hour or two just replying to mail. So nothing like that, but yeah, may it never get to that level. May it never get to that level. Anyway, happy Christmas. Lots of love to you. And I want to post a few more things, hopefully. I've got a piece of music recorded that I've put on Bandcamp, but I might share it here. A poem that I wrote about connecting to your inner child, so I might share that here. Recorded that and I've put it on Insight Timer. I better get on because I'm supposed to be working on the book now, and then I've got a class on wellness coach to teach at 12:45, 1 o'clock. Sorry, 12:45 is when I kind of clock on and talk to my moderator before the class. Bless you.